Jack Toledano, all or not according to Jack. How the hell are you? Okay, yeah, it's been a couple weeks since I did some recordings. Got another series of recordings about to happen tonight. Let's go to it. Tonight we are going to talk about 90-minute best of for Southern rock extraordinaires Lynyrd Skynyrd. uh, uh, a group that out of Jacksonville, Florida, that named their band after a high school gym teacher, Lynyrd Skynyrd. I don't know where all the Y's came from, but uh, any event, you know what? Great band. I love them. Uh, I will say that this was very difficult because you had I think it was no, 5 albums before the plane crash, sadly, in 1977 and 1978. Uh, then they were not active for a number of years. I know Gary Rossington and Alan Collins started their own band in the early 80s called the Rossington Collins Band. I did see them at least once at the Hofstra Gym, I believe it was. Opener was 38 Special, great show. Dale Krantz, who married Gary Rossington, I believe. She was the lead singer of that band. Um, so then what happened was they got back together. They decided in 1991 to make an album. Let's see, how many albums did they make? From 91 to 2012, I count 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 albums, uh, unless you discount the Christmas album that they made in 2000. So 8 studio albums plus a Christmas album. Uh, so it was a very tough decision. What do I do? Do I try to make a mixed 90-minute tape of everything they did? Because you know what? And you know what? In concert, even today, when they go on stage, most of the stuff they play is from their old legacy band. Uh, the first 5 albums of the 70s, that's pretty much all they play. And you know what? They've got a lot of great stuff that's ingrained in my brain from over the years. Uh, but of course, I wanted to pay homage to their newer material, which you know what? You want to know something? Very good. So I'm sitting down one day. I think Davey Cretin and I we're texting back and forth, and the idea hit me. Uh, why don't I do two? Um, why don't I do 2 cassettes? A 90-minute cassette of the classic Skynyrd period, and one cassette for what I'm calling the revival period. So I did do that. And I'm going to give you the revival cassette first. Now, I did make one mistake. There were 3 songs where I gave you the radio, where I added up the radio edit amount of time. But we'll get into those. But it's a lesser amount of time than the actual full album cut. So it went from being 89 minutes and 59 seconds to close to 95 minutes. But you know what? I wasn't going to go back and redo it, but at least my heart was pure. I had the right intention. So 21 songs. A lot of these songs came from the album, the second to last album, God and Guns. Few of the songs came from their 1991 album, Lynyrd Skynyrd 1991, but I'll tell you where everything's from. So, first song, or the first 2 songs are off of God and Guns, uh, released in 2009. Raining in My Heartland, Skynyrd Nation. That was song number 2. So then we went to Skynyrd 1991 for Keeping the Faith, and then Southern Women. Okay, song number 5, we went to their second album after the revival, uh, The Last Rebel in 1993, or the title. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I screwed that up. No, their last studio album from 2012, Last of a Dying Breed, the title track, Last of a Dying Breed. Okay, so then we go to the second album after the revival, The Last Rebel, 1993, to South of Heaven and One Thing. Back to Skynyrd 91 for Money Man. Back to God and Guns for a Little Thing Called You. Uh, the Last Rebel, Good Lovin's Hard to Find. Uh, Back to Skynyrd 91 for the first song on that album, Smokestack Lightning, not to be confused with the song of the same title by the Yardbirds. Okay, back to God and Guns for a song called Floyd, one of those sing-song quality type songs similar to a song that we're going to talk about a little bit later. Spoiler alert. Um, the Ballad of Curtis Lowe, so very similar to that, but on the Garden Guns album. So I got to tell you, these songs really stand up. They're really good. You got to go check them out. If you have Spotify, check out my and I call it Skynyrd Revival. So check it out. Um, okay, song number 12, off of Garden Guns. Oh, I mentioned Floyd. Song number 13, back to Skynyrd 91. I've Seen Enough. Back to Garden Guns for another one of those sing-song storytelling kind of songs. Hobo Kind of Man. Guy who jumps a freight train and goes from town to town, and blah, blah, blah. Next, number 15, the title track. Garden Guns. That's it. That's what happens when you read too many notes. Garden Guns. Okay. To Vicious Cycle from 2003, the only cut from this album, a song that I love, Red, White, and Blue. Okay, back to Garden Guns for Still Unbroken. Back to Skynyrd 91 for End of the Road. Uh, Now, the title track of The Last Rebel. Okay, the last two songs off of Garden Guns, Southern Ways, That Ain't My America. Told to you and from the mind of a 65, 70-year-old man. Another good, another one of those sing-song story kind of, songs. Very Heartland America. I love it. Good job. Okay, so now what you've all been waiting for. Some classic Skynyrd, my other 90-minute tape. Okay, so for that, 19 songs. We have representatives of all 5 albums. Again, I randomized the songs. I kind of tweaked the randomization a little bit towards the end. Okay, so first song coming to you off of Street Survivors. Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Ba-now. Great, great tune. Next, we go to their second album, probably my favorite of the Skynyrd albums, Second Helping. For the song Swamp Music. Swamp, 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 swamp music. Bow, now, 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 now. Uh, uh, to the song that we spoiled a little earlier, The Ballad of Curtis Lowe. I love that song. Loves to play his dobro. Okay, back to Street Survivors for What's Your Name, Little Girl? What's Your Name? Okay, So after that, song number 5, an unreleased song, but was originally recorded during the pronounced Lynyrd Skynyrd sessions. Uh, Very short, 2 minute, 14-second song called Down South Jukin' and Looking for a Peace of Mind. Love that song. Which brings me right to the next song, another song that I love. Two more songs off of Second Helping. Uh, Working for MCA. Probably one of my favorite Skynyrd songs. Uh, to the next song, number 7, one of their more familiar radio hits, Call Me the Breeze. Okay, finally, a song off of pronounced Lynyrd Skynyrd, clocking in at almost 6 minutes. Simple Man. Uh, Back to Street Survivors for song number 9. This is a song that I absolutely love, has a bit of a swing beat, has a very odd time signature, song written by Steve Gaines. I'm talking, I know a little, I know a little about love, baby, I guess the rest. Love it, love it. Another one of my all-time favorite Skynyrd tunes. Okay, song number 10. I was disappointed to see that. So this song used to be the walk-up song, probably last year or the year before, for one of my favorite Mets, Brandon Nimmo. I think he was given the game off tonight, but this used to be his walk-up song off of pronounced Lynyrd Skynyrd. First song, first album, I Ain't the One. Okay, so next, To Nothing Fancy, their third album. Mr. Saturday Night Special, got a barrel that's blue and cold. Okay, number 12. One of their two most popular songs. Yes, I do have to add the popular ones in every now and then. Sweet Home Alabama, off of Second Helping. Number 13, Give Me Back My Bullets, the sole song off of that album, the title track. Back to Street Survivors one more time for You Got That Right. Co-lead vocal, Steve Gaines and Ronnie James Dio, Ronnie Van Zant. Okay, number 15, Back to Nothing Fancy one more time for another favorite of mine, Whiskey Rock-a-Roller. Great tune. So we have a bunch more songs off of pronounced Lynyrd Skynyrd to close out the album. First is a 7.5 minute, Tuesday's Gone. Number 17, Give Me 3 Steps. Give me 3 steps of mister, and you'll never see me no more. Show me the back door. Okay, second to last song, back off of Second Helping. Don't ask me no questions, and I'll tell you no lies. Song number 19, clocks in at 9 minutes, needs no introduction. I think you know that, this song. What song is it you want to hear? Freebird. You'll hear it again. So there you have it. First it was Skynyrd Revival 90-minute tape, and then Skynyrd Classics 90-minute tape. What did you enjoy? What would you have liked to hear that I might not have mentioned? Did you like the concept? I'll tell you, I probably won't do this with most bands, but I thought it was appropriate for Skynyrd. You know what? This band has brought me immense joy over the years, so I figured I'd return some of it to all of you. This is Jack Toledano. If you enjoy what I do, please subscribe. Please tell your friends about me, and please get them to subscribe as I'm trying to get to my first 1,000 subscribers. So I'm finding it a little tough getting there, so anything you can do to help me out, love you forever for it. Jack Toledano, or Leonardo according to Jack. Talk to you soon. Bye.